Hello YouTube followers and welcome back to my channel. So during my time off of the I Tried videos, I was actually researching into other things that I could try for the I Tried videos, even though I was taking time off from the I Tried videos, if you get what I mean. I was scrolling on Instagram and I was looking at all the wonderful pictures there on Instagram when something caught my attention. I don't normally buy things off of Instagram, but in this case I was so mesmerized by this product that I just had to buy it. And it's in this envelope right here. And it's from a company called Secret Makeup. This product that I bought has set me back about, I think it was about £22. I was very intrigued by what they were selling to me through Instagram. I've never heard of this company before. You know when you shave your legs and sometimes you might accidentally nick yourself and cause yourself to bleed everywhere? Yeah, well, I do that quite often, and I'm always looking for a way where I don't do that. I've tried Veet, but Veet doesn't really react well with my skin, so you know, it's not very good. I don't like waxing, and I even tried to make homemade wax years and years ago, which didn't go very well, and I didn't even release a video about that. So Secret Makeup claimed to be a company that says look your best naturally, because you know, beauty starts within, and they have tried to find products that are simple and long-lasting and easy to use. And I think what they mean by that is that they have tested their own other people's products, and they found that it's just not really cost effective. So this is how their company was born, and they aim to maintain your health and beauty and enhance it by making it self-care, hassle-free and a lot easier. And it's also hygienic and things like that. You can buy a range of products from this company, such as gel nails and nail shiners and cuticle cutaways and nail clippers. But what I invested in, as I mentioned earlier about the shaving of the legs, is something called Magic Crystal. You can see it. My studio light is shining quite a lot on it. Now, about this company, I don't endorse them. This is not a sponsorship. This is just a little experiment for fun to see if I can find a way of not cutting my damn legs when I'm shaving. Magic Crystal is a painless hair remover, and it's designed to remove hair in small and big areas, and it comes with a suction cup, which is this one, to help tighten the grip and make it effective in the big surface areas. When placing the suction cup onto the silicone side of the Magic Crystal, make sure it is tightly attached by pulling the suction cup to test the grip. For narrow and small areas, remove the suction cup and use the small side of the Magic Crystal. So going over and over again, same areas, putting too much pressure, as the Magic Crystal is designed to remove hair using little or no pressure. Well, I'll be intrigued to see that. It's new technology, just like wax or razor or any tools of hair removal. If you misuse it or overuse it, there will be side effects later on. And it does not need to be repurchased after a short period of use. Well, at £22 per Magic Crystal, I should hope not. They also claim that the Magic Crystal can be used in your bikini area if you're interested in doing the bikini area, but you just have to be careful. They don't recommend using it on your underarms. The hair is said, according to this, that it grows back sparser over a period of time. So for the sake of me testing this product to see whether or not I like it, we're going to be using it over a period of time in this video. For the first test, what I have decided to do is, because I cycle so much, because I, as well as being an actor, I also do Deliveroo and full time, and so I cycle a lot every day, is that I'm actually going to use the Magic Crystal on one leg before going in the bath to relax my muscles, and then when I get out of the bath, I'm going to use it on the other leg to see which one I prefer, because I find that with shaving, if I do shaving in the shower, it's much better than shaving without, and I think it's all to do with dry skin. Now, it's also said that you don't get chicken skin with this, or like other things going on, so that you would normally get with your shaving. So cuts, I would say that this could probably still cut you. I don't know yet. Okay, I am in. Take this off. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. So one side it's very shiny, which isn't the side that you use, but then the other side, which is the side I guess that you do use, is very matte, and it is made of glass. So let's put the suction cup on. Suctioning. Ooh, okay, it is on, and I can't pull that off. Okay, good start. Time to get the legs out.
First up, I'm going to show you my wonderfully hairy legs in a before shot. Please excuse all the bruises. That's from where I've bopped myself with my bike whilst I've been working. It happens quite a lot. And please ignore all the scarring. That's scarring from my accident when I got knocked off of my bike at Christmas, and I've still got these scars. So I grew the hair purposely for this video, and look at that, it's gorgeous, and it's ripe and ready to be removed. We're making a crack on my left leg, and as you can just about see with my studio light some of the hair on my legs and a wonderful purple vein. Just look at that, it's so sexy. Whilst I'm trying to get a better angle on my gorgeous legs, I must start by telling you that according to the method of doing this, you need to do this in small circular movements to take it off, and it works as an exfoliation of the skin, and that helps to remove the hairs and leave your legs feeling wonderfully smooth. I focused on working on those small circles, and I kind of started at the bottom of the leg, and then I got a little bit erratic with it, I must admit, but I was really trying to get the hair off, and I'm not entirely sure that I put enough pressure on the leg. It was really hard to say at that point whether or not it was working. I seriously thought I had brought a dud, but I persevered, and with the more pressure that I applied, the better it was. It did leave my legs a lot smoother, and it was a very easy process in the end. One thing that I did notice was that clouds of skin was actually rising up in puffs of skin smoke, I guess you could say, and I wondered if that was because I was doing this on dry skin. I was impressed at how much hair it did manage to remove on the dry skin. Despite the awkward camera angles that are going on here with the curve of my leg, I must admit that I was impressed. It wasn't perfect. There was still hair that could be seen on the leg, and it would need another going over, but it was a really good start. My first impressions though is that if you are not a patient person, then maybe this isn't the product for you. You would be better off using Veet or even just a razor. This takes time. I will admit though that it did feel like that I had just waxed my legs. There wasn't a prickly feeling. There was no evident chicken skin, which is what they said originally. My other leg is much more like a chicken leg, and that's from shaving in the previous past, but it is a noticeable difference in the quality. Now it's time for a bath.
So I'm back, I'm all squeaky clean after my bath. Nice wet hair, fresh and probably dried out skin, but I'm looking all refreshed, and my legs feel a little bit better from all the cycling. Now there's one thing that I will say with me already done leg is that I noticed after coming out of the bath was that, like with like perhaps that shaving on whatever, I got a little bit of that friction pain, as if I would shaving on dry skin perhaps, but still no chicken bumps or anything like that. I have missed some patches, which the skin was hiding, but I'm not going to remove those today because I can't over exfoliate on the skin, otherwise I'll just wreck my skin. So I will deal with those perhaps later on in the week. And now I am getting ready with my magic crystal to test it on the hairy leg.
Here is my hairy right leg. What I was trying to do was, with a damper, softer leg, was try and get the hair off easier and better than what I did with the dry leg. I did notice when I was exfoliating on the left leg, because it was the dry one, I was feeling a lot more friction and heat. But on the one that was a bit damper, aka my right leg, there wasn't so much heat or even friction. I wasn't entirely sure if it was working as well. Because of that, I did start to apply more pressure, and it did start coming off quicker. I concluded that it definitely was coming off faster, and I wondered if that was actually because I'd removed a layer of skin in the bath. Then I had an explosion of skin. I concluded that by putting more pressure on it, that was how you saw my skin fly through the air. Like with the other leg, I didn't think that it was going to be as perfect as you could possibly get it, and it might actually result in another exfoliation. But it was doing pretty good and holding up on its own. Whilst doing this, I had to be careful not to exfoliate my scars too much, because I noticed that it did hurt a little bit when I exfoliated with them. So I would recommend perhaps trying to avoid your scars if you have them. Mine are quite a deep type of scar and thicker, so maybe that's got something to do with it. Now let's switch to a more glamorous position. And here is the finished result. Now I would say that the left one, the one that we did whilst dry, came across as a little bumpy, and I wondered if that was because I'd had a bath after doing that leg and the heat had caused the bumps to rise up, almost like when you get cold. And I'm going to be really honest with you, I seriously thought that the left leg, despite having it done whilst it was dry, exfoliated much better and removed the hair much better than what the right leg had done whilst it was damp. There were still patches of hair after the exfoliation and hair removal on my right leg. Overall, for the first time outing of the magic crystal, I was reasonably impressed.
One thing that the magic crystal is claiming is that when the hair grows back, it becomes sparser each time that you do it. Now then, of course, I am not going to film this video for months on end to see if the hair gets sparser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in a couple of days to see what the hair on the leg is looking like. I'm going to fix up this leg in a minute, and then after that I will do another exfoliation of the legs and then check back in to see if there is any difference in the thickness of the hair, and that's what I will be looking for.
Here we are 4 days later, and look at this. I'm pretty impressed because my hair growth back is a lot quicker than this when I've used a razor. In actual fact, I'm seeing hair within 2 days. It's been 4 days and I've only just started seeing the first signs of hair, in particular on the left leg. The feel of the leg definitely wasn't as coarse as it would be if I had used a razor as well, so I'm pretty happy. Interestingly, the right leg, the leg that was done after the bath, actually has less regrowth than the left leg, and I wondered if that was because of the water and the softness of the skin. I don't really know though. Maybe some scientists can explain to me why that has happened. The chicken skin that I had before I actually did the magic crystal on my right leg is pretty good as well. It doesn't look like it's changed. It's not got any bigger. I haven't got any more, so that's a bonus.
So far, so good. I'm quite surprised that it hasn't grown back as coarse. I was expecting it to be a bit more like a razor. I think I do think the leg that I did after the bath oh, excuse me, I do think that the leg that I did after the bath is a bit smoother than the leg that I did before having a bath. I wonder if that's because my leg skin on my right leg was softer, so I was able to remove more hair. I don't know, we will see. Obviously I can't, it will be next week when I redo the magic crystal, so I will check in before then to see what the regrowth actually looks like. Is it as thick as my regrowth after shaving, or is it thinner like they suggest? So it's been well over a week now since I did the magic crystal on my legs. Well over a week, probably getting close to 2, and I'm now ready to actually go over my legs again with the magic crystal, but I thought that I would just show you what it looks like.
I left my legs now for over a week, and this is the result. It definitely has grown back a lot faster than what it was before, in my honest opinion. Honestly, the magic crystal at the moment is definitely doing what it said on the tin. I decided, rather than actually using the magic crystal on both legs again, what I would do was I would let one leg fully regrow to its full regrowth status, and I would use the magic crystal on the other leg, aka my right leg, and see if it truly does grow back sparser. Here we are ready to go. One is remaining super hairy and the other one is dazzlingly smooth. I'm going to wait for the right leg to grow back its hair in full growth. This way we will truly know.
It's been about 4 weeks since I did my right leg, and it's time to show you the regrowth damage.
It's been 4 weeks since I last used the magic crystal, and this is my right leg, and if I get right in, can you see some of the hair that's grown back is actually blonde? What happened? Why did that go blonde? Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised. I haven't got a problem with my legs being hairy. I have no issue with that. But if in the future, if I keep using this and it grows back blonde, I'd be so happy. And as I go down the leg, you can see that it is definitely sparser and it definitely isn't rough. It has done very well in growing back sparse. And going over my right leg, you can see the hair is fully regrown to its fullest length. It is sparser than what it was before, the first time that I did the magic crystal. But remember, I didn't use the magic crystal a second time, so it's definitely thicker.
So the answer to my question of this experimenting with magic crystal is, does your hair really grow back sparser? Well, it turns out it does. And I think over a period of time, it's going to become less and less and less and less. And I prefer it much more to shaving. Would I recommend the magic crystal to anyone else? Yeah, I probably would. It saves on the environment. It reduces the amount of razors that you use. Fortunately, you can't use it on the pits, so you'd have to stick to waxing strips or your razor for that, but you would actually blunt out your razor a lot less. I haven't used it on my bikini line if you're interested, just because I haven't. A surprisingly good beauty product, and it's going to save me a fortune on razors. But yes, I would definitely use the magic crystal again. I'm very happy with it. I've linked magic crystal below, so you guys know what to do if you like this video. Of course, this video isn't for everyone, but give it a good share. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's a free world, you know, so go ahead, share it with everybody that you know, or don't bother sharing it if you didn't like it. Subscribe to my channel, or don't subscribe to my channel if you didn't like it, or just go and check out some of the other videos and then subscribe to my channel. The other videos are floating around on the screen, and thanks very much for watching. Leave your comments and suggestions below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Mwah.